I'm still Aleksa Manila. Welcome back to PCAF's Unwind 2021.
Status reports.
We are your sound positive news source.
Aleksa Manila, welcome to the Status Report.
The status report.
Hey, just letting you see my bareback. You know what time it is? It's time to donate. Text Unwind to 50155.
We apologize for the technical difficulty.
I'm Dr. Felicia Fox.
I'm Jayla Watje.
Your positive news source from the Olympic Mountains.
I'm Marshall
Cascades.
I'm Lavinda Lyfe.
From the Capitol Rotunda
I'm Eric
to the Tacoma Dome.
We're giving you sports, the weather, the traffic, and of course, entertainment.
Where the news is always positive. Coming to you from the PCAF
Do
studios.
it now. Do it now. Text Unwind to 5.
All right. Next up again is Dr. Felicia Fox. Dr. Felicia Fox has an interview with Jess, who has been a client for over 20 years, for 2 decades, while raising a son who is also HIV positive.
The Status Report, the South Sound's most trusted health news. I'm Dr. Felicia Fox, your health news reporter. So, thanks so much for being with us here tonight, Jess.
Hi, Felicia.
I appreciate the time and learning a little bit more about you.
Thanks for having me here today, Felicia.
Let's start by just finding out a little bit about what your experience was like when you were first diagnosed. Tell us about those early years.
Well, when I was first diagnosed, it was really awful. It was the worst bedside manner I've ever seen from any doctor. I had 7 doctors standing over the top of us while we were sitting, and they proceeded to tell me that I and my 8-week-old child had HIV and that we would live about 10 years. Any sense of compassion or encouragement was totally lacking, and they left us with no hope as we were walking out of the office. It was rough. There was nobody in our area that had HIV and an HIV positive child. I had a lot of feelings of being alone. Even when I was surrounded by other peers with HIV, I still felt completely alone. By the time Kris was 2 years old, he needed to take medication. The meds came in a liquid form and they tasted awful. I tried everything I could to get him to take the medication, but no matter what I did or how I disguised them, he would not take them. When I was first giving the medication to him, the doctor said that I had to administer as much of it as possible within a 24-hour period. And if I couldn't get the medication in him, I had to bring him back the very next day to have a gastrostomy tube placed in order to administer the medications through his stomach.
How has PCAF been a part of your journey?
PCAF has a variety of programs and social events that have helped me feel a sense of community with others who may also understand how I'm feeling and what I'm going through. We've had one-on-one counseling sessions that I've had through PCAF. I had food cards, gas cards, and toiletries. So whenever we're short of cash, then there's always a resource out there to help us. We've had lunch and learns also, where they provide a meal and we get a bit of education about HIV and the current information that's out there, medications and whatnot about HIV. So that has always been helpful too, to help us learn about our virus and how to better live with it. There's a place for everyone to feel like they belong.
Given your experience, what would you most like people to know about HIV?
I think the most important thing that I have learned, honestly, is that the doctors, when they hand a person a life expectancy, they're not always correct. The 10-year life expectancy that they handed us, that passed 12 years ago. We're 22 years in. We're still here. We're still kicking. And that has given me great faith in knowing that I get to continue to watch Kris grow up. I get to watch him make a life for himself, to be happy, to start a family. knowing all the while that he too has the opportunity to live his life to the fullest.
Jess, thank you again so much for being here tonight and sharing your story with us.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye-bye.
Right. Now, for our next level, this is the $1,200 or $100 a month. Can you imagine that? And it fills a year's worth of grocery bags, provides clients with weekly nutritional and culturally familiar foods for themselves and their family. Let's play this video to learn more.
I'm JJ Baker. These are his pronouns. I'm the PCAF Client Care Coordinator. A $1,200 one-time donation or a monthly donation of $100 fills a year's worth of grocery bags, supplying clients with nourishing and flavorful comfort foods for themselves and their families.
Thank you, JJ. Once again, your $1,200 or $100 a month gift fills a year's worth, again, of grocery bags that provides our clients with weekly nutritional and culturally familiar foods for themselves and their families. Now, I'd like to give a special shout out to Emergency Food Network. EFN, as we call them, provides the food for our Tacoma clients. Now, since COVID-19 crisis began, they have been working tirelessly to ensure that everyone in our community has access to healthy and nutritious foods. Did you know that our Olympia clients receive grocery gift cards? All right.
Again, do it now. Do it now. Text unwind to 50155 to donate. Unwind. That's UNWIND.
PCAF.
Ending the HIV epidemic in the South Sound.